athletes, please silence your phones. Please provide your name and media affiliation each time you ask a question during the press conference. And if you are joining on Zoom, we have several Zoom people right now. Please raise your hand function for questions. We will address questions in the room first and get to Zoom afterwards. And as always, recording press conferences on cell phones or cameras is prohibited. And I will turn it over to Coach Collin for her statement.
Yeah, really good basketball team. There's a reason they've won 30 in a row. And I thought to start the game, we were a little off. I thought they got downhill. They had 12 early paint points against us. And then I thought we settled into the game, settled into the environment. I thought offensively we were elite in the second half. We started to take care of the ball, played through Nettie, played inside out, but I thought it was our defense. I thought Sarah did an amazing job, and everyone else that got a piece, a Duraza Frescus, because I think that was the difference for them. When you think about her not making a three, I don't know if there's another game this year that she didn't make a three. I don't know that, but I would guess that she has. There's been no other game. So really proud of these guys. I thought Nettie stepped up. I thought Yaya had huge and ones and big plays late.
All right. Do we have any questions for our student athletes? Jerry Hill?
Jerry Hill, Baylor Bear Insider. Nettie, it looked like if they could get the ball to you, you could not be stopped. Was it a struggle? I know they were sometimes double, even triple teaming you. Was that frustrating at times?
Yeah, I think for sure at the beginning of the game, it was just hard to get touches because they were being so aggressive defensively. But I just made it an emphasis to keep posting hard, knowing like it was going to open eventually, and my teammates eventually figure out how to get it to me successfully.
All right. Zach?
Zach Smith, Waco Trib. I mean, Coach mentioned it. You got to the rim pretty consistently and easily. Was that part of the plan, and like what was working for you in your ability to just get to the rim so easily?
Honestly, just going with the game, just doing whatever came to me.
I think Sarah said yesterday that if she could pass it to you every time, she would. I guess, what is it like to play with Sarah, who is such a good facilitator?
Yeah, Sarah tells me that every day too. She's just a very unselfish player naturally, so she's always looking to find people in their spots that they're successful. So it's just really nice to play with a player who has so much experience. You know, this is her 5th year, so she knows what she's doing, and she just really helps bring us along.
Valeria, Nettie, you and Jada combined for 22 in the third quarter. What was it like? Because she's passing it to you, and then you can trust her to make that open shot.
Yeah, I mean, Jada's a very good point guard. She creates for us, but she also knows how to create for herself. So I'm proud of her for how aggressive she was in that quarter, and then proud of her for, finding me when I was open.
All right. Do we have any other questions from any other reporters in the room? No? All right, Zach?
Yeah, how did you kind of get through that second quarter's kind of slump where y'all struggled to get the ball in the basket?
Just honestly getting together and just talking everything over and just telling each other, like, we're good. We just got to calm down a little bit and let it come to us.
All right. Do we have any other questions in the room? If not, I'll ask some Zoom. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. What was it like to have Bugs back out there? She just instantly brought that energy, and I can tell kind of on your face when she was out there you were having fun.
It was amazing. Like, she's just our energy player. She brings us up. So it was just a happy time with her back out there.
All right. Let's go ahead and if we have any questions in the Zoom, if you would raise your hand, we'll be happy to answer a question. Don't see any yet, so I'll pass it on. Jerry? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you.
Good job, y'all.
Thank you. Yeah, Nikki, you kind of mentioned it, but it looked like it started the game. I don't know that y'all were a step slow or they were just taking it downhill over and over again.
Yeah, sometimes there's a little bit of, there's a lot of pressure. As great as it is to be at home, there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of expectations. I know that Grand Canyon was picked as a bit of a bracket buster as well because they're good. And I think that they were playing faster than we were ready for them to play, and I think we weren't reading body language very well. We got back cut twice. They put their head and went downhill, so our ball screen coverage was a little bit lacking there. And I thought once we settled in, now some of that I will say, when Trinity San Antonio gets in foul trouble and Brown gets in foul trouble and their starters are all in foul trouble, that helped us settle in as well because they didn't have that pressure in the ball screen. The ball screen's different when TSA isn't in it, which everyone saw. I told our team after the game, I think we got our camp invite, if nothing else, in the WNBA for how she played in that middle ball screen. It's crazy that she took 26 shots in 26 minutes, so she was not hesitating to be the one for them. But I just thought the moment, we had some adversity, and I think I had, I don't want to call that timeout, but I felt the nerves. I felt that we needed to settle down, and I think, you tell them, like, hey, they're going to reach claw scrap. I mean, I told them, you're going to have claw marks on your arms at the end of the day. And we do. We got blood all over us. They play so hard, but they're slapping, they're reaching and grabbing. And so, you have to get used to that. You have to play through it. And I thought we allowed that to speed us up, and then I thought the second half, which is not surprising because when I get to be in control of the game, we slow down, we relax. When they're coming to me and I can get everyone where I want them, all of a sudden we scored 22 and 20 points, and we're slowing it down in that fourth quarter and running time and possession. So I always feel good if I've got our team with a lead going into the second half in front of our bench, because I think we're a lead offensively, but when they play away from me, sometimes I can't get them in what they really need to be in. And I thought Jada got into some step-ups and got some layups. We got into middle ball screen action that they couldn't guard, and we did a better job of reading the help. I kind of told them at halftime, like, look, you have something that's really special, and her name is Erin Vonleh, and she is commanding two people on every possession, the girl guarding her and the one in help side. And whether it's ball side help, backside help, sometimes they were both. Like, we have to play off of her, and you guys are going to get great shots. And I thought we were pressing too hard. Like, play to her, let her kick it out, let her repost, fake it to her, skip it, let's knock down open threes when that happens. But I thought we were pressing, trying to get it all at once. So I thought that was kind of the rhythm of it.
All right. Zach?
Coach, I don't think Jada missed a shot in the third quarter. How crucial was she in kind of getting you out of the gate in the second half going strong?
Yeah, well, I thought she started really slow. Now, look, we're always better on misses. And so when that first quarter is going on and they're scoring, we're taking the ball out of the net. We don't flow and play as fast. But I thought she got 2 layups just in step-ups in transition. And there was no help side. And a lot of that is because, 1, they're not set in their help yet. 2, they're like, where's Nettie, where's Nettie, where's Nettie? So all of a sudden, she gets downhill and scores. And so I just, kind of getting her in that middle action, letting her hit that little pull-up. Like, I just thought she got to rhythm shots for her. And then the 3 she knocked down, it was like they didn't guard her, and those, you can pick your poison. The reality is over Jada's career, she hasn't been an elite three-point shooter, but she's shooting the best percentage on our team. So she doesn't shoot a lot of them, but she'll make a big one for us. And so she doesn't fire a bunch, but when she does, I feel like as long as she takes good ones, they got a shot to go in.
Foster Nicholas, Baylor Lariat. Coach, what makes Yaya so explosive and consistent as a closer, particularly in that fourth quarter?
I don't think in the best possible sense, when she doesn't overthink and she just plays, she's got really good instincts. I thought there was one time when they were deep and help side off of her and up the line that I was running down to make her cut to the rim. But I thought that instinct to make the basket cut rather than just stay at the 3-point line, it could have been a kick out 3, but the and one, the pressure, just kind of the energy that gives your team is huge. I think that's it. I mean, I think it's being fearless in transition. I mean, she gets a transition layup from Sarah. She gets that and one from Nettie on a double team. And I thought she just made instinctual plays. So I thought that was it. I thought one of the biggest baskets of the game was Bella's three, though. It had been hovering at 6 points, 5 points, 7 points. That was a huge three because we had turned it over a couple times in a row, trying to play out of skips. And I felt like they were sitting in on deep off bugs, trying to help in so we couldn't throw it inside. So I went back to Bella, and she buried that three, and that was a big, big shot.
Nikki, did you get pretty much what you wanted out of Bugs? I mean, was this good just to get a game under her belt? I don't remember how many minutes she played.
Yeah, she was 15 with a hard cap at 20. And she played 17:56. So, and I thought they bothered her, when she put the ball on the bounce. Her dribble was a little too high, and they attacked her dribble. She was one of the ones that was bleeding. There were some bad calls, the rim run in transition. As chair of the rules committee, I got to somehow get that rule put in that you can't take those open floor charges. They're dangerous. And I know it's legal in our game, but when I saw it on film, A, she wasn't set, and B, she was falling before Bugs hit her. So, but I don't like those plays for our game. And until we make them not legal plays, then people are going to do it. We don't coach that because I want the best players to be on the floor. And but she needed to get her sea legs, and I thought she had a good block, she had some good defense, she's gonna get back in a rhythm for sure.
We have a question over there. Please state your name and affiliation.
Skyler Dixon with the AP. Nikki Durazo Frescas, she did have one game without a three this year. However, she led the nation with 4 made threes per game, only attempted 3, which probably illustrates it really well. Obviously, you knew Trinity San Antonio, the scoring threat that she was, but what made you kind of settle on her as sort of the key thing that you wanted to sort of control?
Yeah, I think San Antonio's a 3-level scorer. She's going to get to the rim. She's going to make her pull up. Her pull up is her bread and butter, but she'll make a 3. And so you can't. You're going to take something away from her, but you can't take away her whole bag. Durazo Frescas is a 3-point shooter. She is to me, a 1-level scorer. She's going to beat you from the arc. And not that she's easy to take away, but when you can lock and trail and run her off the line, we just didn't want to give her any looks. And Sarah Andrews did an elite job. She didn't get screened on flares. She didn't get screened on hammer screens. She didn't get screened on rookie screens. She didn't get screened. I mean, they tried to get her open, and we just weren't going to leave her, And so, when you can make them go 2 by 2 by 2 and make San Antonio make pull-up jump shots, eventually she's going to miss some. She made a lot of them, but she still missed some. And so we just thought that was what we were capable of consistently taking away. And we've done it. I mean, Maddie Connor in our league is very, very similar, And the difference is Maddie Connor can get you on the step back 3. She can get you a little bit off the bounce going left. So, we just knew as long as we stayed attached that we were going to be okay. I was mad at Sarah when she fouled her on the pull-up because, she doesn't really make pull-ups. Her shot chart is red as can be, and anywhere outside 5 feet, which is usually transition layups or back cuts, and the 3-point line.
All right. So I think we have time for one more question from anyone. Zach?
All right, tell me, who was it that held her without a 3? You don't remember? Okay. Because usually she's going to get one on an offensive rebound where you can't find her, you get out of rotation. But, yeah, we chased her around a lot.
I guess I did want to ask directly about Nettie. She's been giving you a double-double, 20 points and however many rebounds for the last month. Is this just her now? Can you
believe she missed 3 shots? They were point blank.
How could she?
Really. Honestly, the shots she missed, I was like, oh, no. Because she literally missed 2 probably that I thought were gimmies. And then you look down and see what she did, and you just kind of shake your head that you have those high expectations. No, I think the beauty of Nettie is she's figuring it out. You know, she's running really hard. She knows she can get touches early in transition before they're all hovering in the lane. You know, I think she's working for a second seal, kick it out, reseal. You know, she's just not settling for the block. I think the first 20 games of the season, she settled in at the block instead of the front of the rim. And so I think that's the biggest difference. Like, you know, because now she's using the combination of touch but strength. And obviously, like, they knew they didn't have anyone who could guard her. I mean, the fives that they've played against have all been really effective. They've just done enough with everybody else to win those games against an Arizona or an Arizona State. You know, but they know they don't have a one-on-one matchup, so they did a good job. I mean, they were rolling the dice and giving Sarah Andrews open threes, and she just couldn't burn them, you know. But that's how much respect they had for Nettie, is they were willing to roll the dice and give Sarah Andrew wide open threes. So, you know, I mean, I think that's where her game has gone, and we're going to need it again on Sunday, whoever we play.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach. I know you want to get back to your team.
Thank you.
All right.
I thought you were trying to test me to see who stopped you, like on your team. You kept saying Sarah Andrews.
Yeah.